right. What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome to the second round of the Afterdark Cup. We are very excited to be bringing this to you. The tournament will start officially in about 18 minutes from now. And for those of you, I just want to give a quick shout out to Alex Bernard, who was commenting before we were even live. You missed the first one, so you're planning to sit out. But we're still doing Chaos Legion packs for the top 4 people. So you can still come away with something for entering just for 1 DEC. So Alex, I would ask you to reconsider, as you can play spoiler for many other people for the price of 1 DEC. And you never know, you might just come away with not just the Chaos Legion pack, but the satisfaction of knocking somebody off the top spot. So I got Darkest Night co-host here with me. Darkest Night, good morning. How are you?
Doing good.
How was your night last night?
Crazy. Yep, good.
And we can jump into some things here. But first, quick shout out. So Jedi Sky Knight, how are you? I see Max Maka in the house. Andrew is here. What is going on, Andrew? Kulfi's in the house too. Let's go. All right,
the key is you definitely want to be in it to win it. So Alex, do not be shy. It is 1 DEC. Now that DEC may be worth more today than it was last week.
Oh, you got a great point. Oh man, we got to talk about this market pump. Yeah, oh my goodness. So Darkest Night, give us some thoughts. I posted a couple of videos yesterday with my immediate reaction to the news, the market, and the market news that followed, and kind of like how I feel like packs could potentially go. But let's dive into this for a couple minutes, and then I'll say, around 9:20 or like 10 minutes before the tournament starts, we can focus our attention there, make sure we get any last minute stragglers in, and start doing some pre-tournament coverage.
Yeah, so thoughts, right, for this week. It's the same as it's been every week all summer, right? We get news on Monday. It's insane. It's crazy. So many changes. The team is living up to their promise, man. Summer, Splinterlands. I feel like they're literally saying, hey, we need to make our supporters like rich this time next year. That's literally the way I think. I was listening, I think you and I talked about it. I was listening to Gank and Walking Keys, their video that they put out yesterday. And, like those guys are like straightforward, like they don't really hype anything up. But as I pondered,
I'll disagree with that. But please continue.
Well, again, it's content. It's the information that I want. Right?
I have a response afterwards. But go ahead, finish your thought, and then I'll respond.
But I kept thinking, I was like, whoa, do I have enough? Do I have enough SPS? Do I have enough cards? Do I have enough of everything to be competitive for what's going to happen over this next year? And then they started talking about land, right? And I'm like, oh my God. I can't even get to that because that'll be out in a couple of months, right? And I think we all know that we'll be having to basically stake cards onto the land for them to be productive. And I'm like, do I even have enough cards for that? There's so much that's on the roadmap that we have to get ready for. And the key is like, do I wait? Do I do it now? Like, what the hell is going on? Then there's Splinterfest, right? Got to get ready for that. Like, there's so much to do. So it's an exciting time. It really is an exciting time.
No, absolutely. Look, I don't think that you should, not that you feel bad about it, but I don't think that you should feel bad about getting hyped up by Gank and Walking Keys.
I would super
because I do want to say, if you don't remember, and here's the deal. I love Gank. I love the energy that he brings. I love the way that he defends the integrity of the game absolutely. In many ways. He really fights for the community. But sometimes I don't agree with his predictions. That's all I'll say. And I'm giving him a little poke right now because actually it's not really a poke. It's to help you understand the power that Gank has when it comes to hype and FOMO.
Oh yeah.
If you don't remember, right before the Chaos Legion General sale, he was the one saying he was going to sell out in hours. And he was so like just committed to that idea and kept pushing it that it changed Agrod's mind. And I think there people within the team started to have the conversation like, well, if it does sell out, maybe we should like plan for Rift Watchers in March. You remember when Nate announced that in the town hall, where it's just like, okay, well, I guess because there's this hype that Chaos Legion could sell in a couple hours. So, I love Gank. Obviously, that one did not happen, but he's got very strong. The force of hype is strong with him.
Yeah, but catch this. Imagine if he were right. What would have happened if it were? if his prediction came true.
I think we'd be living in a
The
very different world right
conversation
now.
we would have had the last 6 months would have been insane, right? So, okay, missing one is not bad. But anyway, I'm hyped right now, and that's all I know.
You know what? Let me put it this way. Like
Yeah.
I was just thinking about, whoa, I'm in day 2 of an amazing stretch here. Because yesterday morning I woke up like an amazing Splinterland stretch here. Because yesterday morning I woke up, they put that post out and the market reacted, and super
Crazy.
hyped. Today I wake up and we got the Afterdark Cup, where we're having tournament, having fun. Tomorrow I wake up, we got the town hall, and then Tuesday all this goes live. So
Yes.
it's as you said, Summer of Splinterlands, or Hardpoint said, it's been a good time for that, for sure.
So, I mean, here's the thing, right? So up till now, we've been playing, ranked battles, and we've been getting DEC, right? And DEC has its utility, right, for building up the guilds and, in-game transactions. But now we're going to be gaining SPS, right? And SPS can be used for so much more, right? I mean, heck, you can buy your Splinterfest tickets with it, right? You can buy Rift Watchers, decks with it, cards with it. I mean, you can do a lot of things with it. And I just wonder how this is going to change people's desire to get SPS, right? I look at my staked amount and I go, is that enough, right? So, because I plan on using my SPS to buy my Splinterfest ticket, right? So, I bought some now. If it pumps, then I get a discount. I get my Splinterfest ticket at a discount.
Excuse me. Yeah, SPS dumping yesterday was very interesting to see. I'm like this close because I don't know why I didn't, but I'm like this close to like going heavy on just trying to trade it, not to stake it, right? But like literally just to trade it, because I'm like a 10-12% dump. I know we hit like the LPs were big reason that people bought in, and now that's kind of whatever. But it just doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean,
maybe an opportunity.
What did it pumped like what 20 some odd percent?
Well, DEC did, yeah.
But so did SPS as well, right? It pumped up, I think, to almost 8 cents.
Well, yeah, sure.
Right. So that's a 25% or so, or 20% increase. I mean, I would take profits on that, right?
I did. So
now
I'm looking to buy back in, but I'm wondering if we haven't felt max pain yet, because I'm trying to weigh like what's happening in the market, like the broader crypto markets too. Because if Bitcoin decides to do a little dance downwards, then I think SPS might follow it further. So we shall see how that goes. All right, let's catch up with some of the chat, and then we're going to jump into the tournament stuff here. So we got a great crowd with us today. All right, Jedi Sky Knight, Dynamic Duos in the house. Wibble, what is going on? Super Cow, I love your usernames. These are all so much fun. Coffee, getting excited for Tuesday. Tim Hendricks, what's going on? Sold the card for DEC right before the pump. Hey, that's the way to do it. Hey, if you have any inside information, Alex, share it, please. I'll also agree with that. Love the guys, but Gang can definitely get a bit excited. I mean, Gang's calling for 50 cent SPS, and I will tell you right now.
And let's go.
I will tell you right now. Don't like here's where I gotta protect my heart, right? I gotta protect my heart, because I'm just like, I want Gang to be right, but I can't operate the next couple of months expecting it to go to 50 cents.
Yes.
I mean, I would love it.
Right? But here's one of the things that was said during their stream. And this was a very powerful statement, right? Someone had a comment about the emotional roller coaster, and the advice he gave, which I thought was excellent advice, was these are, assets and investments. You should not be doing anything emotionally, right? And I agree.
I did hear that part.
Yep. And so, I mean, now it's interesting, right? Because with the assets we have in Splinterlands, for me, it's nothing but emotion, right? Like I have emotion towards some of the assets, right? The game aspect of it. But from the investment aspect, 100% right. Like if you're feeling that nervousness in the pit of your stomach and you're pacing around, that means you're overextended.
Exactly.
Right? Get out of it. Take some off the table. Until you feel like it's no big deal. That's how you know.
Very solid advice.
Yep.
All right, let me go ahead and add this in here. So, guys, you can still enter in. I mean, believe check-in has started. Again, even if you missed the first round, you can still join today. If you place in the top 4, you get a Chaos Legion pack. So, just Yeah, it's. I feel like hopefully that's still
Yep.
worthwhile. Hold on,
You have fun while you listen, right? You're playing, you're
yeah.
engaged, and we're good.
And there aren't too many people today. There's like I think we had 50 plus last time. We only got 40 plus today. So make sure you come through. I forgot what's the password?
Was it Bandit? No. What
No,
was it?
Bandit was the last one. Shoot, I need to go back and check the thing. Can somebody remind me what the password was so we can just share it with everybody here?
Now that's funny.
I wanted to change it from 1 to 1, but now I forgot.
Yeah.
So Virus, what's going on? What's going on, Tomas? How are you?
Oh,
Here's a
it's
good
Ray.
track record.
It's Ray. There we go.
Right, there you go. Thank you so much, Virus.
Thanks,
You are
Virus.
awesome. See, Virus is helping the competition in. I respect that. What a sportsman right here.
Yeah. It's not Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, and you can see how terrible my memory is. Yeah, we guys, I'm telling you, we don't run a tight ship here. We just get on and we just have fun.
Non-scripted, just let's go.
What's going on, Merlin? It's good to see you. Maybe his prediction was just early and he was seeing the future of Rift Watchers.
Maybe.
I trade in the stock market. I don't trade cryptocurrencies. I just accumulate assets. Fair enough.
Exactly, and that's kind of where I'm at too. If it's not nailed down right now, I'm grabbing it.
I don't trade in the stock market. Well, actually, maybe I should. I don't know. Who knows? Good morning, Harris. Hi, Turbo. Need more players in a bull market for 50 cent SPS anytime soon. Sure. If you're getting emotional over investment assets, you're definitely overextended.
Absolutely.
Agreed. Jedi Sky Knight's right there. Oh, Jedi Sky Knight also said it, so I want to give some love to Jedi Sky Knight for saying it, all lowercase. And Chris West is here.
Nice.
And then
so what are our standings right now? So where are we after the last round?
Thank you for bringing that up. We're gonna jump into that. Before we get started, my safe word is Scavo. I don't. D-Tough. Oh well, actually, speaking of which, D-Tough is our previous first round winner. So let's go ahead and pull up the standings right here. Again, this is posted on the community tab on YouTube, so you can go and check this out. But here are where the current rankings are based off of round 1. We have D-Tough at first place with 15 points, Robo Trady at second place with 12, Yuki at 10, Flaviano at 8, and you can see the rest from there. Now, again, the top 20 people earn points here. So, 11 through 20 all earn 1 point. So you at least get something for your efforts. And again, this will be a total of 5 rounds. And then we'd love to get like an invitational. I'm thinking maybe 16 people right now. And we do something. I would love for it to be a little bit longer, right? So maybe we do 16 people, but instead of 2 out of 3, maybe it's 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 7, right? Depending on how small it gets. But we really want to see how, we really want to just watch some awesome battles between top players.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, and one other thing, I just thought about this. Mm-hmm. If any of the top players, as we get closer to that, are going to be at Splinterfest, that will be a good opportunity to interview some people. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So if you're going to be there, let us know.
Splinterfest is going to be crazy. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I just, you know what's funny about Splinterfest? We were talking about this last night. I just hope I have enough time to do everything that I want to do. I feel like
you remember I said I needed the cases of Red Bull.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like anytime there's something there, I'm either getting signed up or I'm signing up to like help out with it. Yeah. But we will definitely have some downtime, I think, or like 4 a.m.
Downtime in the HyperX arena? I don't think so.
So I think the way that it goes, actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to share any of this. So let me just put it this way. I think like the programming goes up until like only a certain time, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then, but then there's like open time, I believe, in like at HyperX. I think this was actually in the schedule that they posted. I won't get into the specifics of it, but like there'll be cool like non-scheduled time where we can just hang out in HyperX, and that seems like a lot of fun.
And that's what I'm looking forward to, right? Pulling up games. I think we'll each be assigned laptops or gaming machines, and you register for those. So it's going to be awesome, I think.
I mean, guys, bring your mobile chargers because you might be able to play, or I guess you could bring your laptops if you wanted to, but like we'll be able to do a lot of like on the spot challenges, right? It's just like, hey, send me a challenge. Can you do challenges for mobile? You should be able to.
I think you can. Yes, I know you can do it on iPad. So
okay.
Yes, I would say yes. And so we can check that. But here's the thing, right? We need to hope that the new mobile app is ready to go for Splinterfest. That's what we really need.
I hope so too. I mean, they got a little under 2 months. So I'm hoping that we get some kind of update to it to make it better.
Yeah, but I mean,
Make sure
I'll
to
be
check in
honest.
too.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, thank you, Virus. Sorry about that, Dark Side.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, guys, you have about less than 3 minutes. If you go here, make sure you hit the little check-in button. I'm not entered in, obviously, but make sure you are checked in. And ooh, we picked up 5 more players right now. All right, so arena's gonna open in this much time. So Dark Side, I'm sorry, you were saying.
Give me one. Yeah. So, what was I saying? I started looking at the tournament stuff, and now I got distracted. So never mind. Keep going.
Oh, you're good. Okay, Liberty guy off the grid. I am so glad you were able to make it work. Looks like you just had the wrong code. I wish they don't drop Rift Watchers until 12 million chaos is sold. I wonder what's the reasoning behind that. I'm on my way to get some race car parts. I won't be back home in time for the tournament anyway. Play on mobile. Can you play tournaments on mobile? Oh, probably not, right?
No, no, you can't. It'll direct you to the events tab will direct you to the website.
Okay. Brian
But
Booz.
that would be great, though. That would be fantastic if that were one of the updates.
Oh, yep. That's for sure. All right, hold on, let me get the stream thing here so I can see the stream health. Okay, so we are about a little under 2 minutes away. I want to wish everybody good luck as we get started. I'm hearing an echo. I wonder if that's...
Sound good?
I sound good? Okay. Yeah, man, I'm super pumped with everything happening. To go back to our previous conversation, I'm definitely feeling the FOMO of not having a maxed chaos deck, not even having a maxed gold deck, right? So part of me is like, well, how do I allocate capital to this? And it's just like, I have 2 goals. I want to be a good player, but I also want to get filthy rich, right? So it's like
both in Splinterlands.
Yeah, well, but here's the thing. I think there's different ways to go about it, right? It's just like I can invest in getting the cards in the deck, right? But at the same time, it's just like if I think SPS can do multiples, or if I think certain assets can do multiples, like you just talked about Pelacor Beta's doing 100x, right? And so I'm just like, well, like, why would I buy? Like, how much do I want that Robo Dragon Knight to spend like a couple $100 when I could take that same $100 and, as we were talking about, potentially 100x it if I put it in the right investment? Again, guys, we're creating a little too much FOMO here. It's making me uncomfortable, but that's kind of just where my head's been at.
Yeah. So again, you know what my focus is, right? Is getting assets that will allow me to be more competitive. And I think that was a good play, right? Given what's happening with SPS rewards, right? Focus on tournaments, focus on brawls. Being competitive is really kind of been my focus. But there's a certain point that you can get. You can have all the assets in the world, but if you don't know how to use them, then that is now a barrier to success. So the next 6 months, maybe the next year, spend really gaining expertise and increasing that skill level. So.
Definitely. All right. Well, we are live. I want to again wish everybody good luck. Qualifier round is starting with 30 players. Oh, we only had 31 people check in.
Well, here we go.
Well, this is going to be a short tournament, and we are going to find out very quickly who's at the top of the top. So big opportunity here, guys, to get in and sorry, not get in, but add to your points, because literally 2/3 of the people here are going to earn some capital along the way.
There we go.
So Steve's here as well. You heard him. Bye. What's going on, Steve? It's good to see you. You're buying Zenith Monk recently.
That's a good card. That's a really good card.
I need to level that one up so that he at least gets Void. Still haven't gotten that far.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Looking at that specific card, it's 4, right? And it's neutral. Self-heal, Magic Reflect, works well with Amplify. I mean, that card is crazy. Yeah.
No, that's definitely a great one. I mean, there's so many cards, Darkest Sign, and there's gonna be more soon.
Yep.
So I feel like I'm just not there. I mean, part of me is just like, okay, if SPS pumps like significantly, Rift Watchers cards are gonna be expensive when they first come out. So maybe I take some of that SPS off the table and I turn that into Chaos cards, which are not gonna get any love when Rift Watchers is the new baby, right? So
I don't know about that. I've seen this movie before. I don't know.
You think everything would pump together?
Yeah. Again, if past experience, right, is any indication of what could happen, like none of us know, right? There's no way to know. but I think there'll be a couple of cards that will be really good, same as we had in Dice, and they'll be highly sought after. But I think the rest will be,
Okay.
niche situational. So
All right. Well, this is just a qualifier round, so it's just
yeah, let's see what we
one
have.
match. So we'll just take a look and see who's winning, and then we'll get into some of the commentary or
Oh, that's right.
we'll
I
get
need
to
to
commentary.
not have it on my side, so it's all going to be a surprise.
Yeah, don't open it up, and then I'll be flipping back and forth. But
Yeah.
congrats to Icy Flow, you get one qualifier. Let's see Max Maka as well. It's great when I can start recognizing folks from the stream. So we see Flaviano here, who was a top 4 finisher last time.
Yeah.
Oh, D-Tough. Wait, we got to watch this battle. D-Tough, last time's winner, has been knocked out with a Lamacron. Well done.
No.
Wow. Well, you bring modern in and not just chaos, and
now everything changes. See,
yep,
there you go.
and Lamacron does it. Wow, phenomenal. Actually, we don't need to watch this because we know how they all go. All right, so we could have somebody take the top spot this time around away from D-Tough. So D-Tough, that's tough. That's a tough one to swallow right there, D-Tough.
Yeah.
But
Especially Lamacron. Like,
yeah,
you're like, damn it.
Yeah. So Decode and Virus, congratulations on moving on. Let's see you there. Congratulations on moving on. Jedi Sky Knight and Anubis as well. Anubis is one we were talking about. Well, we were talking to Anubis. We were also talking about Anubis last time, expecting a little bit more. So hopefully Anubis is going to bring it this time.
Did you see his video with Kitty and Yoda?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I sent that to you. It was great.
Yes, that's right, you did. So I laughed my butt off because I feel the pain, but just the two conversations between the two, very different, right? Blast.
You know, I feel like there's a whole. I feel like you can do that skit so many different times in different ways because it's like every like. This should be like almost like a TikTok series or something where it's just like every match something comes up and it's just like the different summoners. If they ever make plushies of all the different summoners, just them like sitting at a round table arguing.
Yes,
I think it could be great for some great comments or content, I should say.
Yeah, that was very creative and very entertaining.
Yeah, Kraken, I'm so sorry that you made here just seconds late. We definitely missed you because there's not that many people in today's tournament. Oh my goodness, another Titan. Ashley NFT Gaming losing to Super Cow in the first round. What? So congratulations to Super Cow. I know. We're gonna get some very, very new faces. Okay, so let's see here. Hold on. I'm gonna have to
remember 60% of the community asked for this rule set.
Yeah. So guys, keep in mind, D-Tough was the top. Robo Trady, I don't even see Robo Trady in today's tournament. So we could see a massive shakeup. Is Yuki here? Yuki may not be here as well. Wow, I think a lot of people either just didn't check in or couldn't make it.
Right.
Well, so Flavia, from the top 4 going into round 2, right now Flaviano is still in the mix. We'll see what happens with his battle with Guarana. But we're gonna start to see some interesting things here. Here's Liberty Guy and Mitchell. All right, Mondroid as well. Previous. Oh, did Mondroid win one of the previous ones? Maybe.
He won.
Or was a runner-up?
Yes, one of the other tournaments we had. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. So here's the thing, right? Like I understand for people who missed the first one or didn't perform well, you're like, well, what's the point, right? And you got a point. There's no, if you may not be able to catch up, but that's why we're trying to put, something at least for the winners in every battle, right? Last time it was Chaos Packs. Actually, this time it's Chaos Packs 2. In the future, we might do something a little different, but we want it to be enticing because for one DEC, which, as Darkest Night reminded us, is a little bit more valuable today than it was yesterday. So let's finish out round 1, and then we'll start our coverage here. Let's see. How did Anubis win? So Anubis went with, look at that. We went with a Chancius versus Grandmaster Wraith, and Chancius took it away.
We've had this conversation before, right?
Yeah. Well, there's Max Maka. Yeah. Let's see. What did we go with? Oh, take a look at that. We're starting to see who's got the who's got the untamed legendary summoners. They're all coming to play today.
Yeah.
And let's see, Super Cow with the win over Mac Filet. Ooh, a Camila over Kellya. You don't see that very
You don't see
often.
that a lot. That's actually
But then
very
again, this is the low mana one. So you didn't have any of the Trinity, as I call them, the
yeah.
Flying Squid, Demon Shark, and
And that
Precursor.
-1 really hurts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Most definitely. All right, who are we waiting on here? Looks like we got Necromancer Mondroid, Mitchell and Liberty Guy. Ooh, looks like Tilly Tots and Baby Puppy. Ooh, Baby Puppy was number 6 from last time. Okay,
Yep.
so Flaviano and Baby Puppy have an opportunity to really move up to the top here if they can make it out of this first round. I don't see Credit 64. Jedi Sky Knight is here, and then everybody else was kind of at 1 point. So this should be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited. This is going to look very different after the first round, and I wonder. I hope participation doesn't fall off over the next couple things. But
Well, we can fix that by making the prizes a little bit more enticing. So I'm not worried about that.
well, again, the prizes are supposed to offer good, like, one-off,
Yeah.
chances anyway. But totally get it. All right, so let's see. Mitchell's saying they lost. All right, we don't have your battle up here just yet, but let me see. Virus with the win. I want to see how are people winning. All right, well, there's your Kelia, 21 mana versus Tarsa.
I wouldn't
Ooh,
mind actually seeing the battle, actually. Oh,
and
yeah, I want to see that one.
there's your Chain Golem with the
Yes.
loss. Very interesting.
It was oppressive during the first round.
Very much so.
But we see who's missing there, right?
Who?
The Alchemist.
Oh, yeah, true. But I'm a little surprised here because I would have thought that Chain Golem would dominate this match.
With Shield, yeah.
With Shield, but
it's all the backline stuff that's really taking a hit there.
They both have solid backline attacking.
Yeah. Wow. So is it the shield from Kelia that's really keeping yeah.
Well, everybody has divine shield, so that does make it a little interesting. But yeah, I mean, I guess he eventually just runs out of HP. Because look, it's gonna take him like 3 turns to take out this guy, right? And so yeah, after a certain while. Interesting. All right. Well, Kelly's showing her power once again. Okay, so we are now into round 2. So let me go ahead and hide the screen. And as these battles start coming in and finishing up, we will start covering some of them. I don't know if we should wait. There's what, 16 players right now. All right, so everybody who made it past the first round. Oh, this is awesome. Everybody who made it past the qualifying round is going to get some points today towards the overall ranking. So I think skipping a week throws things off.
It might have, yeah. So we'll.
Oh, you talking about last week? Yeah, that was my fault. But the thing is, I originally, and maybe I didn't communicate this clearly, but I originally hadn't intended for it to be an every week thing. Now, do we want to commit to that Darkest Night?
I think we can, if you want to.
At this point, I don't know. I need to I'm at that point in
because
my life
we can pre-populate the tournaments, right? So
yeah, you're right. Okay, so the 28th, and then we go into September. You know what? We're gonna have. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. But this is gonna be interesting. Once the NFL season rolls around, my Sundays are gonna get busy. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll still be doing I'll still be live streaming on Sundays, but it'll be
the game will be in the background, right? So
yeah. Well, the games don't start until noon here, so I'm good in that sense. Where it's just like if we start, around this time, I can still get a couple hours in chatting with folks.
Well, you got to watch the pregame stuff too, though. So.
Maybe we'll see. It's more of the fantasy football stuff, so I got to make sure that I'm on point with what's going on. Okay, let us see here. We got some good matchups. Okay, I know. Hopefully, we don't spoil it.
Okay. I will look.
Well, no. So here's the thing. There's no winners yet, but you got Super Cow versus Decode, Tim Hendricks versus VT Mac Guru, Flaviano, who made it into the next round. Ooh, Icy Flow versus Mondroid. That is a great second round matchup. I don't know who Rob Mojo is against Liberty Guy. You got Anubis versus Jedi Sky Knight. I know both of them, so best of luck to you guys. You got Baby Puppy versus Virus. We got both of them here.
Oh, these are all excellent matchups.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have some fun with this. I don't know if we'll be able to go into all of them, but We will definitely try to watch a couple of them. So, if you guys don't mind, let's try to keep some spoilers out so that of the chat. I appreciate you guys wanting to get into the chat, but we just want to try and keep some spoilers out so we can cover it here without Darkest Night seeing, because you can see all the comments.
Yeah. Well, actually, I can get rid of those as well. So.
Because
do I
I'll see who
82
wins,
in
but
the
I
chat?
want to.
Nice.
Huh, who's that?
Stever82, another streamer.
Oh yeah,
He's awesome.
gave him a shout out earlier. He's awesome.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, so we've started to get some battles done. Okay, so let's go here. This is one for some folks we know, or at least one player that we know, and I think we're gonna enjoy this one. So I forgot what my cadence was last time. All right, so we have Tim Hendricks versus VT Mac Guru. Sorry. So rule sets are no healing, which, I guess doesn't really affect us because Curse Windeku doesn't get heal in the first round or in silver. How are you looking at this matchup?
So I would say, and so I can't actually see the names; it's a little bit blurry. But
Tim Hendricks is on the bottom.
And yes, that's what I'm going to go with. Absolutely, yeah.
Interesting, Lorna, huh? Usually, yep. I feel like Curse Windeku is one of the strongest.
It is, yeah. It's fantastic.
But this Divine Shield, I think, is gonna do it, and then just too much to eat through.
Yep.
Well, no. Oh, no.
Wow.
One more turn would have done it.
There you go.
That's crazy. All right.
Yeah, that Divine Shield is just too much. Like, it's crazy.
So Tim Hendricks wins round 1. So congrats to Tim. Let's go ahead and get into the second battle now. This is going to be a back to basics rule set.
Oh, okay.
And
there we go.
And how are you feeling about this one? It's high mana.
I think Tim Hendricks takes this one too. The heal and speed and being able to hit every time is going to be too much.
Also, it's Kitty, right?
Yeah,
so right. that heal is an interesting one. Now, this is an interesting placement with Wave Brew because he's such a meat shield. I feel like I would have put him earlier. I know he can't attack then, but it's just so much more to eat through. And then you give these 3 a little bit more time. And I definitely would have thrown Oceanus further back, in my opinion, because I like to go speed towards the end.
Yeah.
But it looks like there might be too much power. That heal might have just done it.
That heal is brutal.
That heal. All right. So congratulations to Tim Hendricks on winning and advancing into the top 8.
Yeah. If you see Kitty and you see Jotun, I mean,
yeah,
you gotta take it.
Wow. All right. These are going fast. So all right, we're gonna be a little behind, guys, on where where it actually is, but that's because I want to try and get into as many of these battles as we can, especially for the folks that we know. All right. So next next matchup is gonna be Icy Flow and Mondroid. And I forgot to check what the rule set was before I populated it, so we can look at that together. But I'm seeing
interesting.
I am seeing an interesting. Let's see, Blast and Equalizer. And I'm just gonna play it out. So Darkest Night, I'm gonna put you a little bit on the clock here, as you gotta.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go to Mondroid because of the Venator. Yes, and it's doing exactly what it needs to do.
Well, there's a lot of there's only one backline action here.
Yeah.
Interesting use though. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So Blast all of a sudden is not
going to get interesting, right?
Yeah. Because we get some direct hits here too. Oh, you know what? I think that would have been it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he's done this turn.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess technically not, but oh nope, yeah. It's not going to win with that. All right.
Yeah.
So
for that rule set, Venator that's what he was made for, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess the only way that you could get out of that was by The only way that you could get out of that was by going for the backline attack. But
Backline attack, yep.
yeah, all
Which I
right.
did, but you really needed to really lay it on thick. So
So we got Equalizer and Lost Legendaries for this second battle between them. Oh, hopefully you didn't see that. Why didn't? Oh, it's just
yeah,
on a delay.
I know when not to look.
Okay.
Ooh, look at this. Okay, let's see.
All right, so we got Kellya versus Kelia. Remember,
Oof.
Lost Legendaries and another Equalizer rule set. Oh, there's your Halfling Alchemist.
Yeah, so
I see an Axe Master on one side though,
yeah,
and in the
I'm gonna
lower
go
levels,
Android on this one because of the Axe Master.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. See, there you go.
oh, the misses at the end there were
Yeah.
really crucial to not getting to Axe Master.
Yep. Yeah.
It's
Still close. I mean, super close. Oh, look at that.
There's oh, never mind. I didn't realize
Yeah,
the
there
speed
you go.
there. Well, there could be some misses potentially because remember he's
Okay.
flying.
Absolutely.
Oh, what? See, there was a miss, but
Yep.
it wasn't enough because look at how flying is impacting.
Yeah. Look at
There
that.
were a
Yeah,
lot
there
of
you go.
misses, but on both sides.
Yep.
All right. If yeah. All
Axe
right. Well,
Master. Yeah.
GG's to Mondroid on advancing to the next round. You make it into the top 8. This is really exciting.
Congratulations.
We're seeing a lot of new names in the top 8. Let's actually go to, I think, at least in this performance so far, the best performing from the last one, as D-Tough lost in the first round. So Flaviano, who placed 4th last time, is going up against Neophyte 142068. Is that a new? Is that one of those new accounts?
Yeah. No, it doesn't even have a name yet.
Yeah, so back to basics and keep your distance. So no melee monsters. 23 mana is what we're looking at.
Ooh, look at that. That's interesting right there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see an Almo on one side.
Yep.
This should make things interesting. Okay, so the summoners somewhat negate each other, but there is an advantage for Thaddeus Brood for Neophyte, just because of the fact that there's that -1 health.
Yep.
But Almo Cambio offering a lot of meat to eat up. Yeah. I
think he's well. Yep.
Oh yeah, that
because
would do
all
it.
of the abilities are gone from the things you typically see. So excellent use.
So Flaviano with a nice win in game number 1. Let's go ahead now to game number 2. Now this is going to be close range and equalizer. We're seeing so many equalizer rule sets.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to.
Those are always fun though. So.
Definitely changes up the meta.
Look at that. That's a nice lineup right there.
Yes, indeed. All right. So we have both going for General Sloan.
Wow. I think I'm going to give this one to Neophyte.
Now, why are you thinking that?
Good. He has a little bit of magic in there.
Does have the speed advantage because of Time Mage. But this, well, you know what?
Yeah. Yep,
Clutch heals.
Heal. Yep.
Now they can't shoot. Oh, I forgot there was close range. So everybody's in play until the end. But you are absolutely right. It does seem like Neophyte is dominating this.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Whenever I see a little bit of magic, again, it just cuts through. If there's any shielding, it just cuts right through. And it's slow, right? Speed kills.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay, so 1-1 looks like we are going to a game 3 for this round, or for this matchup, and this is going to be reverse speed as well as blast rule set, and I think we're going to see some a high mana game here, so this should make it interesting. Oh, Flaviano coming in with.
Well, the +1
during a blast. Okay.
Yeah, the +1 is good, and you also get a +1 health, right? So if you have the mana, definitely.
Well, it's interesting seeing a Jotun in here. We haven't seen one yet, so this is the first time.
I'm gonna give this to Flaviano.
All right. Well, we also have good use of Kinjo here. I'll say that. With the taunt and then reflection shield. Wow, big hit though. They just knocked out Grum.
Yep. crazy. Well,
I
maybe.
wonder.
Wow.
I
I,
wouldn't. Wow. I would.
yeah,
Here's the
that
thing.
would
I
be
wouldn't
bad.
go with a recharge in a blast rule set. That's just my personal thing. But if they get through him, it's over, right?
Yeah.
Yoden taken down. My
Wow.
goodness. Oh, what? Hold on. There's thorns, but we do have an
Yeah, but he
affliction
has
here. So
affliction,
that,
so
yeah.
yeah, and there we go. Let's land the
So
affliction. So
Flaviano, another Titan falls in the second
wow.
round. We're gonna have some brand new winners here. All right. So congratulations to Neophyte.
I don't
Uh,
think he's really a neophyte.
I don't think so either.
I didn't look like a neophyte.
All right, we'll do one more because I like this next round's already getting underway. So
Yeah.
we'll do one more here, and then we'll take a look around at where we have it. So we got Mondroid who won, Neophyte who won. Let's do Anubis and Jedi Sky Knight. Guys, if I recognize your names in games, those are the ones that I'm going for here. So we have Holy Protection as well as Rise of the Commons.
Okay.
And I think we're going to see some familiar faces here. So this is going to be Anubis with Kitty and Jedi Sky Knight with Kellya.
Oh, look at that. I'm gonna go with Anubis on this one, of course.
It's hard. It's hard to go against Kitty. I'll say that.
I give you +2 speed. You'll hit
+2.
anything. I'm gonna say that from now on. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, big miss there. See, that's all right.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get the trample coming in. Yeah, lots of misses. I think
as anticipated, right?
Yeah. Well, that +2 speed, and then the other side just getting too much action there. It's also good use of magic here.
Yeah, there we go. Now.
Yeah, I think this is going to Anubis as well. It's not quite. Oh, it's over now. I'm gonna call it.
Yep.
So Anubis with the win, round 1 over Jedi Sky Knight. Let's go ahead and head to the next battle here. And then we may just hop over into the next round. All right, so interesting to see a lot of untamed legendary summoners. So you got Anubis with Lear Deep Swimmer versus Quicks on the other side.
So wow, I'm gonna go with Anubis on this one as well. And I think because there's no need for the affliction, but let's see. Yeah. Oof.
All right. Well, interesting there. You got the magic reflect coming back.
So now we have Lobsterdamus.
This is looking interesting. It looks like oh wow, 2 huge misses.
Yeah.
That was big. Another miss. Wow.
Wow.
So that one -1 speed for Quicks is really coming in. Yeah, now there's only one more attacker.
That's crazy.
That's it. Wow. So the Lear Deep Swimmer taken down. This one goes to a third and final game.
Wow. That was pretty ruthless.
That was unexpected. That was
ruthless. Yeah.
I will admit that. All right. So let's see here. So Anubis and Jedi Sky Knight go into the third and final game. This is going to be a healed out 17 mana rule set.
Okay.
So no heals. And we have Myler versus Myler, but there is a level discrepancy there. And I wonder if that's going to come into play.
We'll see. Huh. I think Anubis has this one. Yeah.
And keep in mind, at this level, they both have Queen Mycelia.
Yep. Yeah.
So that thorns damage.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, I think too much firepower from Anubis on this one. Wow. Good game. All right. Well, congrats to Anubis on making it to the next round.
Yeah, that one level difference really mattered.
All right, so that'll be the last battle because we're already 2 rounds behind. So I just want to show you, Dark, is kind of where we are at. The other winners from there. So congrats to Liberty Guy on winning and making it to the third round. You got Anubis here. Baby Puppy, who ranked 6th last time, lost to Virus. So congrats to Virus on that.
Congrats.
And then Max Maka coming in with the win as well. Over you
Quite
there.
a few went to the third round, right? That's interesting to see there. So
yeah. So the rankings are going to shake up quite a bit after this. And I'm actually excited about that because I want people to feel like they can still come in, and even if they missed like a round or two. Yeah.
Clearly they are. So
okay, so now we only have 8 players left. I would like to run through all of these games. I know we're running a little bit behind, but there's a lot of names that we see here, so I think it'd be fun to watch.
Yeah.
So this first one's gonna be Neophyte. I think the one we weren't expecting to win over Flaviano. Neophyte versus Virus.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be good.
All right, and this is going to be a 50 mana close range and Noxious Fumes battle.
Ooh, okay.
So.
Ooh, this is interesting.
And we got Virus with Wraith versus Kellya.
Interesting. I'm gonna go with Neophyte on this one.
Kellya is powerful. We do see, you know what's going to be interesting here? The 2 Resurrects.
Yes. But there's also the, so there we go. So we got rid of the cleanse. So now that resurrect just got wasted, though. Well, I don't know about wasted.
Well, no, because actually they can resurrect, or not resurrect, but they can cleanse or re-cleanse, I would say, Demon Shark if needed, but won't need to cleanse them because there's no poison on the other side.
2 resurrects, right? So
you're right.
That's going to be tough to get through.
Also, River Nymph doesn't die now, if you think about it. So
yes, but neither will.
Oh, gosh. Okay, I think that's game.
Yeah, that's gonna be game for sure.
Because no more poison on Shield Bearer.
Yeah, I missed the double resurrect. Here we go.
And you got the self heal. Yep. Interesting. Wow, some real power from.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and skip to the end there.
Well done, Virus.
So Virus with a big win on game number 1. Let's go to game number 2 now between Virus and Neophyte. And actually, well, okay, let's finish this one. This is Target Practice and Earthquake, 52 mana rule set. And then I'm gonna. I forgot to plug in my computer, so I want to make sure we're operating at the fastest speeds. Oh, interesting placement of Lyra the Dark by Neophyte.
Yes.
I don't know if I would agree with that one. That sniper rule set just taking out that back line. Very interesting. Okay, so the only flyer... Oh, we have flyers on both sides. You got Gargoyle Devil. Virus is going with Tarsa on this one. Lots of meat on Grum Flameblade. I wonder if that's going to come into
the
mix here. Oh, and you know what? Neophyte just lost their flyer. Yep. Oh my God, what a huge retaliate. That sucks. Oh, that sucked a lot. All right.
So losing that flyer was big.
Yeah, okay. That should be game. Just
so
even if they keep missing.
Went for resiliency, right? So
Virus moves on.
Big hit points, right? Well done, Virus.
Give me 1 second. I want to plug the computer in so it's not lagging so much.
Yep.
Hold on, I'll be right.
Welcome to the Darkest Night Show. So that was a good win, Virus. Definitely going for resiliency, helped you out there. Well played. Oh, let's see if there's any questions.
All right, and we are back.
Right.
All right, so let's move over into the next fight from round number 3. And like I said, I know, guys, we're a little bit behind, but we will get there. This is going to be Tim Hendricks versus DK1. I think that's or D-Cone. I don't know how you say your name. So we are going to go with close range, heavy hitters, 27 mana.
Okay.
And it looks as though we have another Jotun sighting here with Tim Hendricks versus a D-Cone, DK1. We'll go DK1. Now, this should be interesting. Almo Cambio in the house, and you got a lot of meat to be able to take. But I wonder if DK1 has enough firepower.
Yeah,
they're only doing 3 damage per turn.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tim Hendricks on this one.
Yeah, well, especially when you got someone like Serpentine Spy that can come and attack the back line.
Exactly.
It wasn't a bad strategy, but there's just not enough offense here, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's not even doing anything to the front person.
Yeah.
Ouch, that hurts. All right, so it looks like Jotun is going to do what Jotun does.
Yeah.
It's like seems closer than it is, but I think this one's over. Yeah. All right, so congrats to Tim Hendricks on the win here. Let's go to game number 2. And this is going to be a 32 mana unprotected and close range battle. So,
okay.
Let me go ahead and share it here. Another Jotun sighting. And this time unprotected means there are no shields. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think this is going to be Tim Hendricks again.
I think I don't even want to give the credit to Tim Hendricks. I think this is going to be another Jotun win.
yeah, Jotun won this one.
Jotun won both matches, it seems like. So, oh yeah, look at that. All right, well they lose their speed advantage now. There's a lot of meat shield to eat through, but no, I just don't. Yeah, they just lost too much. Let's see. They got to hit. Oh, nice retaliate, but no, never mind. Wow. Absolute dominance by Tim Hendricks. Tim Hendricks came to play today with Jotun.
Really did.
For show. All right, so congrats to Tim Hendricks. Let's go into the next battle, and we're only one round behind because they haven't. The next round is still going. So this is perfect. All right, so we have Anubis versus Liberty Guy in the next round. This is going to be a Fog of War Melee Mayhem, 46 mana. Now, key here is that only Earth is allowed to be played. So we have Dice versus Chaos Legion when it comes to summoners here. And I think you can see we're seeing some real powerhouses. Check out this lineup.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Anubis on this one. Lots of magic protect.
I mean, you got Kron on the other side too.
Yep.
Oh, big miss there. That was actually maybe it wouldn't have even mattered. Because it just would have taken out the protection. Well, it could have. Oh, it could have, because that could have led to a trample.
Yeah.
So that was quite a big miss. Oh, actually, never mind. Who am I thinking about? I do see Mitika Headhunter on the other side, though. So that's. I think there's just too much firepower.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to get through Jotun. All right. So it looks like Anubis really bringing in some of those.
Nice.
Bringing in some of the modern dominant cards, we should call it.
Yep.
All right, so congrats to Anubis on the first game. Let's go into game number 2 here. 40 mana equalizer, odd ones out. You can only play fire or earth. And I think we're going to see who's. I think there's a common theme happening here. That's for sure. We're seeing.
Look at that magic protect. Yeah, so Anubis, I think again.
We're seeing. Well, you know what? In Equalizer rule set, Blast is just so valuable.
Yeah, and that scatter shot, like you saw, that was a nice.
Yeah, that was a good hit. Wow. All right.
Yeah, I'm a fan of scatter shot. Like, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And good use of Flame Monkey as well. It's added a couple more turns of life to. Ooh, big miss, but maybe. Oh, lots of misses. That speed coming in to be a factor. Oh, but Bloodlust is about to kill it. Yep. Wow. Everybody missed except for Grum.
Who should have missed, right?
All right, so congratulations to Anubis. Anubis makes it to the top 4, bringing in a lot of those OG cards. Yeah. Well, really, again, when we talk about, what were the cards that dominated in the last tournament? It was the promo cards, which are the most rare. Yeah. And so, now all of a sudden we bring Untamed in, and whoever's got Untamed legendary summoners. All right, so we got Max Maka versus Mondroid in this next matchup. This is the final matchup of round 3. Silenced Summoners and Broken Arrows, 29 mana.
Interesting. That's an interesting rule set.
All right, so it looks like we're going Death versus Water here.
Ooh, interesting.
What are your thoughts? I'm going to let it play out, but...
Ooh.
I'm seeing a level 4 Silence here. I think this is huge.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think Mondroid takes it. Yeah, I think it pretty obviously.
that snipe
There we go.
was
Yep.
really killer. Okay. Silence on both sides, actually.
Yep.
Didn't hit the stun. I think Max would have needed that stun to come in.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Hit
Just
the
a
stun.
little too late.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could be right. I mean, unless it just starts hitting stun every turn. Oh, well, actually, no.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, the void armor coming in really handy there. Okay,
Yeah,
so
wow, nice placement and just that was
well done. Well done to Mondroid.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back. And we'll go to the game number 2 between Max and Mondroid. So Mondroid won that first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have another Silent Summoners even only, and this is 32 mana.
Okay, good. Ooh, look at that.
So we're going Kellya versus Kellya, or essentially water versus water. Another sighting of the Chain Golem from Mondroid. Yep. But we also have a Halfling Alchemist sighting.
Wow.
As well as a Dr. Blight sighting. Is this the first time we're seeing Dr. Blight?
Yeah, it's the first Dr. Blight.
I don't think we haven't seen too much Dr. Blight here. Oh, big miss. And way to stick the poison on the first one.
Yeah, that was huge.
Actually, it wouldn't have mattered. Look at that. They took him out without the poison.
Yep.
Wow. And your gold foil Dr. Blight here, not sticking any poisons and allowing the trample to happen.
Yes.
So Max Maka is going to tie this thing at 1 game apiece.
That was excellent. Yeah, that was excellent.
Congratulations, Max. All right, so let's go to the third and final battle within this. Really, actually, within this matchup, and then within the round, and then we get to move to the semifinals. All right, so Unprotected as well as Blast; those are always a lot of fun. Yes. And I think you are going to take a look at the summoners and and see that. Well,
we want to see who has Venator. So no one.
There's no Venator.
Oh yeah, I think Mondroid takes this.
But that Divine Shield and Blast rule set could be interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so you got the magic damage there. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, so Thorn's coming in. And Wendeku taking some blast damage.
Ooh, this is
close.
Super close.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness.
Wait, oh my god, by 1.
By 1. Wow. Wow.
So Max with a big win over Mondroid, taking out Immortal Gods 5.
That was a
good fight.
Yeah.
We both called that one wrong.
Yeah.
But again, see, this is what I'm saying. I'm big on Cursed Wendeku in the lower rounds, or at least I feel like he's dominant. But that blast rule set really came in. Okay, so congratulations. We have in the next or semifinal rounds. There's only 4 players left. So all of them will get packs, and they will get the most amount of points added on. You got Tim Hendricks versus Anubis.
Ooh.
and Virus versus Max Maka. So a completely new top 4. So we're gonna go through all of the battles here. Starting with Tim Hendricks and Anubis. And oh man, now we're gonna see the big boys come out to play. Yeah. So this is a keep your distance 56 mana game.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And you're gonna see here with the summoners, just what they have going. Jotun v. Jotun. How would you analyze this one? I'm gonna let it start.
Titan versus a Titan. Wow. Let's see.
Almo Cambio could be a.
Yeah, but it's a missed opportunity for another attack, right? So
yeah,
I'm gonna go with Tim on this one.
So Countess Sinesh on both sides, knocking out Jin Inferni. Oh, two big misses. Yeah, Anubis with 2 big misses. That might do it.
Yeah.
Big firepower there from your recharge monster. Yeah. So Tim Hendricks taking game number 1 against Anubis the Explorer. Wow, surprising.
Right. If Almo had the reflect, right, the return fire, maybe, but it's a missed opportunity for an attack, right? Especially with that rule set.
All right, so next one is target practice and healed out 19 mana.
Okay.
You can only use fire and life. So it looks like we're going to get a
Ooh,
Lorna
look at that
v
again.
Lorna
Wow.
matchup here. So interesting.
Huh.
Seeing a lot of opportunity and sneak on both sides. So it's interesting because Magic Reflect is only going to affect one side.
If they can get rid of that speed, that negative speed. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
now
Tim Hendricks is the one who's struggling against Pelacor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I'm gonna think that's gonna be Anubis to take this one for sure. A little late, but
yeah, this.
Yep.
Yeah, no, there's just too much firepower on the other side right now. Interesting. Sunkai Harvester for the win. Luthien would be proud.
which we've joked in the past, right?
Yep. All right, so this goes to a third and final game in the semifinals.
Well
so let's
done.
go ahead and watch that. All right, so this is a Enrage rule set, 34 mana. And we're going to see some old versus new here. You got Anubis coming in with Myler versus Kellya on the other side for Tim. This is actually, I mean, I know who wins, but this is actually difficult to tell. Just because I like Kellya so much. I know how dominant Myler can be, but I like Kellya a lot too.
Yeah, but it's a lot of heal though, so I'm going to go with Anubis.
You're right.
On this one.
There's a lot to get through there. Yeah. And that Enrage rule set. Oh, but you know what? The reflection shield on Tidebiter could be huge.
Oh, that's interesting.
Big miss is there. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Oh, actually, it ultimately didn't matter. All right.
So now the heals are going to come into play, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He's gone too. Oh, wow. So Anubis is going to take it to the finals. Anubis. Congratulations, Anubis.
Yeah.
Well done on the win. Let's go over. We got one more, or we'll do the other semifinal battle. We'll walk through those, and we'll get our championship series up next. Nice. All right. So this is between Max and Virus. 52 mana, Fog of War. So we should see some big boys. Yep. And to start us off, we are going to get Untamed Legendary versus Chaos Legendary. How are you feeling about this? I
think Virus takes this. Yeah, I think
this should be interesting. I see the double. Yep. You said the double. Resurrect. That's what I meant. Yep. It looks like. Yay! I made some DEC on the tournament.
And bam! There you go.
Well, they're both going to get a Resurrect. It's just I don't think they're going to be able to take this guy down. All right, so now. Oh, big miss. You know what? Yeah, actually, that was a huge miss by Uriel. Had he hit that and Celestial Harpy hit that, well, it still would have gotten resurrected, but there's some serious firepower here though for Max Maka. Return Fire becoming a thing now.
Yeah.
Right. Another big miss. Wow, so many misses on Uriel. He should have been dead turns ago. Oh, yeah. The RNG is so disappointing. I can't imagine. All right, so Uriel finally goes down. That. Big blast rule set. Another miss.
That miss was yikes.
Oh, wow. And Axemaster just taken out of the mix. Yep, I think this is it. Wow, so Virus does it, but not in as convincing fashion as I think you and I would have expected.
That was a rough one.
All right, so congratulations to Virus. And we are going to go into the next one here between Virus and Max Maka. So we have Earthquake rule set and Stampede, 99 mana, all summoners or all splinters available, I should say.
Oh, look at that.
So we're getting Dragon versus Dragon action here, but you got old versus new. But we're seeing some power. So we're seeing some power on Virus' side, even though they don't have a kitty.
I'm going to go with Max on this one.
Interesting. Okay. Well, Max is going to hit every single shot, no matter what.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. And just like that,
that was
taken
huge.
down.
Yeah, that was big.
All right, so let's see how Earthquake is going to affect this. You know, the snares here, the double snares, I think are going to be are going to do it for Max.
Yep.
Well, actually, she's done this turn. Wow. Wait, hold up. Could Virus finish it right here? Oh, big heal on Kitty. Big heal on Kitty. Because otherwise he'd be dead right now. Oh, this is getting a lot closer than I expected. Oh, but you know what? Yeah. Kitty's going to do it because of that high health.
Yep.
And the stun.
And stun. Yeah.
Wow. All right. So Max Maka pulling out victory literally at the last minute there.
Of Cthulhu.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That for as dominant as Kitty is, that fight wasn't very dominant.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough fight.
There were a couple. I feel like there were a couple of key misses for Virus on that. That could have changed the tide. So we go to the third and final battle. Unprotected, so no armor, and healed out, no healing. 23 mana, all splinters available.
Nice.
Virus going death. Max going dragon.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Dragon water, I should say. And we have a sighting of Halfling Alchemist here. Alchemist.
Huh.
Triple. Oh, the life leech for Mer Dampier.
Yeah,
oh, big stun by Virus.
Yeah.
But Halfling Alchemist hits the shot. So, but actually, it may not even matter in a minute. Okay.
Good
so they
use of life leech on both sides, right?
Yep. Absolutely. Whoa.
Yep. Here we go.
Max Maka with the turnaround here. Oh, yeah. And then Halfling Alchemist just to add insult to injury. So, Max with the win. It is going to be Max versus Anubis in the finals.
Wow.
And this should be a good one.
Yeah.
All right. How you doing?
This is fantastic.
Yeah. All right. We got some good battles here. There's some unexpected ones. All right. So keep in mind, championship rounds, Max versus Anubis. This is best out of 5. You got to win 3 battles. So this may be a little bit longer in that sense. We have equal opportunity as well as broken arrows on a 50 mana game. And this is once again when we see these OG cards coming out to play. Nice. Kitty versus Kitty. So there will be 0 misses in this battle. And we're seeing both of them go death.
Right. Where's Dr. Blight?
But check out. We're seeing some of these legendaries from Untamed. Yeah. A lot of legendaries from Untamed. Very interesting. Now,
so we have no resurrect. So no, this is really
no resurrect at
tough.
Silver. Now, what could be interesting is the life leech here for Ancient Lich could make him really tough at the end if he can get a huge amount of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
But we may not even get there because it looks like there's already some dominant performances here.
Yeah.
Oh, nice hit by Chaos Dragon going right in the middle, getting that blast all over.
Clutch. Yeah, that was good.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it looks like Anubis is going to take game number 1 out of a potential 5. So congratulations to Anubis on that. Let us move over into game 2.
The Death Djinn is actually one of my favorites. It is, I think, the poster child for chaos. Doesn't
get Magic Reflect until gold, though. So one of the reasons I really like it. So close range, 44 mana battle. And we are going to see more of the Untamed Legendary Summoners here. But we do have Kron on the other side.
Ooh, this should be interesting.
With an Obsidian. Yeah. I don't know what to expect here. There's a lot of firepower going. We do see a Chain Golem in the mix. Yeah. But you see 2 legendaries here from the Untamed and Dice sets.
Yeah.
And
but Axe Master, there we go again, right?
So, but the thing is, like Blind and Return Fire are not affecting.
They're not at all,
effective for Anubis. But Axe Master, you're absolutely right. Axe Master. Oh wow, and Kron goes down.
Yeah.
Huge. Oh my gosh, look at all of those misses.
Yeah. There we go. Bye. Another miss.
Oshana's showing some dominance
Yes.
and how powerful he can be, at
Oh,
least in
look at that.
silver. Yeah,
Yeah.
wow. They're just not hitting anything.
Yeah. Like, I mean, think about this. Oshana's next year, when it's out of print, it's going to be one of those cards that everyone has to have.
Well, it's such a good placement, or such a good kind of counter, or not counter. What's the word I'm looking for here? It's a good combo with someone like Lear Deep Swimmer, who has who has armor to protect against melee attacks, as well as return fire to protect against the other one. So magic is really where you fall susceptible. But you throw in Oshana's as one of your not main tanks, but like a secondary tank.
And as Dwayne would say, they just give that card away for free.
They just give that card away.
Giving it to you for free, right?
Yeah. All right. So Anubis is up 2-0. So with one more win, Anubis can take this one. But we'll see if Max can climb out of a 2-0 hole. This is a Melee Mayhem matchup, 25 mana. And I think we're going to see more old versus new here. Myler for Anubis versus Kellya for Max. How are you feeling about this? We do have Amplify coming into the mix here on a melee heavy game.
Oh, yeah, but it's not going to. Oh, yeah, no. I think Anubis takes this. Yeah, because of the Amplify, actually.
Amplify is going to be big. Well, Tidebiter might be your saving grace in the sense that
we'll see though.
Well, Tidebiter doesn't take any melee or thorns damage.
We'll see, right? So, oh, look at that.
Oh, big, poison. Huge
big
poison right there from Dr. Blight.
Yep.
Just took out the heals.
Look at that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
this is okay. So you got Dr. Blight now. If they can get, oh my God, Dr. Blight going 2 for 2 on the poisons.
Yeah, and bang. Oh wow, look at that though.
I mean that so if
Fighter, wow. Yeah.
Had Dr. Blight not hit that poison, well, actually, I think it still wouldn't have mattered. But Anubis, GG's. So Anubis with the win, sweeping the championship round 3-0. So congratulations to Anubis. Max, Tim, and Virus will round out the top 4, and we'll each get a Chaos Legion pack. But look at that dominance from Anubis, really bringing in a lot of the older cards there. Going 10-2 in the tournament, but great showing from everybody.
That was good. That was really good.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and start catching up with some of the comments here, because I know we missed a lot. And we're not going to get through all of them. So let's just catch up with some of the recent ones. So GC Smacks, really unfavorable rule sets for me. Would have loved to spam Yodin, Kitty, or Llama, but every battle, silent summoners. Oh, ouch.
Oh, yeah. That is not fair. Life is not fair. Sorry.
Life is not fair when you got those cards and you can't use them.
Yeah.
All right, Randy's in the house too. What's going on, Randy? You forgot to play Rented 2. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Next week.
These will always be at the same time, right? They'll always be 9:30 a.m. Central on Sundays. And I don't know. I think Dark Sun and I are going to try to commit to doing this over the next couple of Sundays so we can get the rest of the rounds. Liberty got off the grid. You did well. I just had more options. That's true. Well, that's what opening up to Modern rather than just Chaos does. Igor, I was late. No, all good. Lots of great battles today.
You're good, man.
I think they're saying late so they couldn't play or they missed out on the tournament.
Yeah, it's Sunday. You're kind of relaxed. Yeah.
All right. So, hi, Gary the Magic. Love your channel. 20% video. We got to go check that out. Yeah, guys. Much love to Gather the Magic. Gather the Magic, did you not play today? So let's see here. Yes, I've watched it. Go all the way. And Squid didn't even have blind there. Yeah, that's not until gold. I really want to see a tournament in gold, but that would be nice. I don't know how people will feel about that. Let's see. Covered all the bases with void up front, return fire. All right, so I think this is some commentary from there. Max, sorry for our disappointing final matches. I was crushed. GG's. It's all good, Max. I appreciate the good sportsmanship. I mean, Anubis just has a lot of fantastic cards. I don't know if you had the cards but didn't use them, but if you don't have the cards, that makes it tough. But this is also what makes it really exciting. Again, this is kind of like a trial run for us, guys. I would love to see what happens when we can potentially do what's that called? Ghost card tournaments.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be crazy.
That could be a lot of fun. But GG's to you, Max. Strong showing, and you still get a ton of points. So I will need to go and update the points here. But I can tell you already that we will probably have a new number 1 going most likely to Anubis, because Anubis did finish in the top 20 last time, right?
Yep.
So Anubis is, and the fact, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I think DTOF lost the first round. So I think Anubis is going to slide up top at 16 points.
There we go. I think so
just
too,
up by 1. So this is going to make things interesting. So here's the thing. Even if you have a bad performance round 1, because Anubis lost the first round there, like it's going to make, the finals are going to be very interesting. Now, RoboTradey and Yuki did not play today. So you're going to have some other people leapfrog them, including Max, Tim Hendricks, Virus. They're all going to be in the top mix there. So
fantastic.
I don't, it's going to take a lot of brain power for me to try to do the math and put that out now. So I will post that afterwards. But let's go here to...
It's interesting just watching Anubis's card selection. Excellent, just application of, good card selection. I mean, there's a lot to pull from, right? But again, you have to know how to use those cards, and they just really represented it really well. So.
Yep, definitely. So congrats, Anubis. Nice tournament. Anna, did you play? What was your username? Because I know you come through here regularly. I want to make sure you're able to get in. Do the other poll option for next tournament, and GG everyone. Oh, you did play. Okay, great. Tim, Anna, what's your username? Because I'm recognizing a lot of usernames, and I know that some don't match up here, but I want to be able to match up 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Let's see. If you're in the stream right now, I want to say that I don't know who Mondroid is, because I don't think you have the same YouTube username. I don't know who DK1 is. I don't know who Neophyte was today, but great job by Neophyte, at least in the first round. Baby Puppy, I know was here last tournament. VT Mac Guru, Rob Mojo, Super Cow. I'm naming names of folks that I see around the game, but I haven't done the 1-to-1 matches for the YouTube folks. All right, there's a couple more, but we'll get to those later.
Yeah, good stuff.
So, PG. Okay, PG, you're Mondroid. Okay, very cool. I will do my best to remember that. Thanks for the tournament, Tim. Anytime. Well, actually, not anytime. Specifically Sunday mornings. Specifically Sunday mornings around this time. We'll never change the time or day of the week. So you can always expect it here. And I'm sorry, I know if it's not the perfect time for everybody, but it's just the easiest time for Darkest Night and I to coordinate. I rented some before the match with Virus, 99 mana match. Nice. Oh, wait. So you were going out into the rental market whenever you get the rule set and then go rent the cards that you need? Ballsy. I like it, though.
Interesting.
Never
thought about that.
Well, so you can do that. But the problem is then you eat into the time that you have to choose a team, right?
Sure.
So, it's...
Yeah, but if you know what you want and you're right there, right? Because you can have probably peak monsters on one screen, just do your selections, purchase it real quick, and then you have access to it. So that's a great idea. I never thought of that.
Yep. So Tilly Tots saying don't think I even scored a point. All right, guys, I want you to know, and again, I'll post everything later, the updated thing, but take a look at who the winners from this tournament were very different. And so this is going to shake up the standings on where people are. And again, not to say that I don't want DTUF or Max or Tim to come through next time. But if they don't, for whatever reason, if people miss one of the rounds, you do have an opportunity to catch up. Anon, great tournament, missed it. So yeah, sorry, Anon, I was responding to you. Sad to have missed you today, but hopefully you can make it in one of the next ones. And again, we'll always try to have some surprises here for folks. All right, so Wibble, you're Baby Puppy, awesome. Baby Puppy, awesome. Okay, Wolf Wolf. So Max saying I need a kitty and some high mana dragons. Very cool. So Supreme Victory Network is iBlast. That's your IGN.
All right.
Did I see you in here somewhere? Did you play today? I don't remember seeing iBlast anywhere. But that's fine. Maybe you didn't play and you're just coming through. All right. Now that we've caught up on comments, Darkest Night. Any closing thoughts on this tournament on round 2?
It's always fun, right? It's I always learn a lot. I always FOMO into cards that I need to have. This time I didn't though, because I've already,
Hmm.
that happened the first couple of tournaments. But lots of good uses. Learned a lot for in terms of how people play. So hopefully, as I go on my quest to be a better player, I can pick up some of these, some of these ideas.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's definitely I feel like this tournament was dominated very much by legendary untamed summoners.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
In the last one, it was dominated by the cards that are the rarest, which were your Halfling Alchemist and Chain Golem. But even still, Chain Golem, Halfling Alchemist didn't have the same kind of dominance that
Oh, not
a,
like they did the first time.
a llama or a Jotun or a kitty.
Yeah.
Like we really, really saw that. So part of me looks at this and says, as much as I like the legendary untamed summoners, which I don't own, right? But I like playing with them if I have the opportunity. I almost feel like it puts a lot out of reach for folks,
Yeah.
unless
I
they go
mean,
through and rent.
yeah, that's the thing, right? So we're all waiting for the legendary summoners from Chaos Legion, but once they're out, will they be still overshadowed by the untamed legendaries? And I think
Hmm.
so. I think they will. Right. So
Yeah.
there's an opportunity, I think, for balance with Rift Watchers, right? To
Hmm.
put some counters in. So I have my theory. We've talked about this, right? I have my theory in terms of what the remainder of the Chaos Legion summoners will look like, right? And I think they're going to take from the special abilities of the dice
Yeah.
summoners,
That's
right? So
that's your
we'll see. We'll
theory.
see what
You
the
want
next.
you want to go into your theory right now? Well,
Yeah,
hold on. Before we do that, sorry, just to finish the thought is,
yeah,
and I want to put this out there to the community. I'll put it in an official poll, but if you guys want to chime in now,
yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe we should, for the rest of the tournament, keep it to Chaos Legion only. Chaos Legion and rewards cards, which we didn't offer in the first one.
Right.
And maybe we do the next one in like gold, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of the thought that I'm thinking, and then ultimately maybe it comes back down to Chaos Legion. So that just seems to be the most. That seems to be the fairest in terms of at least what we saw today, right? And
Yeah.
until the legendary summoners for or more legendary summoners for Chaos Legion come out to balance things.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. But let's dive into your theory, because you and I have been talking
Okay.
about this. If you want to share it publicly.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's all good. So if you look at the summoners from Dice,
Let me pull
right?
those up.
So we have Lorna Shine, right? With Divine, what is it? Hold on,
Divine Shield.
Divine Shield, right? Um, if you look at Wraith, so what's better than Divine Shield, right? Would be shield that you can repair, right? So that's what Wraith has. If you look at Kid Yuff, Pierce, well, the new summoner will have Pierce, right? So if you didn't get a Kid Yuff from Dice, you'll now have an opportunity to use Pierce during, with the new summoner. Mylor Crowlink, right? Because the Earth summoner is next, he has thorns. My prediction is the next summoner will have thorns on it
For Earth.
for Earth, right? Oster Rotwell, right? So think about that's just supposed to be the astral entity next, right? So I think it's going to have magic reflect, but I also think it'll have phase, right? Because it kind of works lore wise, right? So I have
Mm-hmm.
both of those. What's next? Vera Salacia. I think it's going to have snare, right? And then the last one, which will be incredible, Bright and Bloom has flying, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think the Dragon Summoner will have flying.
That so
Along
and
with other things, right? I mean, but I
yeah,
think those will be the core skills that it has.
that could be interesting. So I don't know if it's going to be a 1-to-1, because Lorna Shine wasn't necessarily 1-to-1, but the Void
Yeah,
as well as Void armor kind of created
sure.
that, like, I
Perfect.
can
Right.
understand the Lorna Shine
Right. It's
aspect
not
there.
overpowered, right? But again, the divine shield is great, but once
Mm-hmm.
it's gone, right? Any bit of armor repair and you're good to go, right? And it's almost like it's replenishing that divine shield.
Yeah.
So
Um, when it comes to death, because I think you mentioned that next, and again, I don't remember the order, so we're not
Yeah.
commenting on the order here. But with Ouster, I don't know that they would get both Magic Reflect and Phase, but I feel like we can definitely like
It would be great.
Astral Entity. I feel like Phase is perfect for that.
Phase
So
would be perfect. Yeah,
you
it
do
would be
get
perfect.
something like magic related, right? And when you think about Ouster Routwell getting Magic Reflect, you think about Thaddeus getting -1 magic, and then what's her
Yep.
name? Mimosa getting Void.
Yeah.
Phase seems to be next, right?
It,
So I
it
feel
fits.
like
It fits
it
perfectly.
fits, yeah.
Right. It fits perfectly.
But I don't know. Maybe we do get both of them.
But what if we? I mean, but what if you saw because again, phase, right? The magic reflect doesn't do anything if you miss, right? And if you
Mhm.
hit, you take the damage, right? So
Yeah.
and again, if you saw that you were playing against astral entity, you'd avoid magic altogether, right? And you would go strong on range and melee.
Mhm.
So which would
Interesting.
probably be its weakness.
Man, I do think that Thorns. So let's go to Earth now. Thorns on a legendary summoner would it be OP in the same way that Myler can be
No.
OP?
Because you have reflection shield now.
Who has? Oh, well, sure,
Um,
okay, but not all monsters have reflection shield.
True, so placement will be important, right?
Mhm.
But I mean, but it's no different than having Myler now.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
All right, and then going to water. You think we're the Earth summoners
Yeah.
or water summoners
It'll
going
be
to have snare?
one amongst many things, but
Well,
again,
but I think that's a good point, right? Where it's just like, okay, Vero wasn't well used, and actually,
Right.
but here's the thing, right? And I don't mean to reject your idea. I just want you to
Yeah.
comment on this. If the team is always trying to bring value to the cards that don't have much love, then wouldn't like Conqueror Yasik, as well as if the legendary water summoner having snare, wouldn't that make them both irrelevant?
well, I mean, it's happening with all, right? So, I mean, would you get Kid Yuff now, knowing that Yasik is coming out? Probably not.
No.
But it does have a use case, right? There are
Mhm.
times when you can't use legendary summoners,
Like little league or
Little League and things like that, right? So, or if you're constrained by magic.
You know
Right.
what's interesting? The Lost Legendary rule set doesn't apply to summoners. I wonder if they can amend that or actually create a separate where it's just like
Yeah.
no legendary summoners.
Maybe, and actually, it's in some tournaments as well, right?
Mhm.
So no legendaries, right? So they'll still have usefulness, right? And they're 3 mana, right? So I mean, that's useful in low mana battles anyway.
Yeah.
So they're not totally obsoleted, but I think if you didn't get an opportunity in Dice to get one of these cards, these useful cards, you'll have another opportunity to get them in the future.
Definitely. And then for Dragon,
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
yeah, I mean, if they do kind of like a carbon copy of Bright and Bloom, but also,
With something else.
yeah, I mean, with a couple other things. The thing is, how does whatever the Dragon Summoner is counter Kitty, right? How do you balance Kitty? And this is the problem that we run into. It's like, how do you balance Kitty? Because sure, flying gives an increased chance of missing, but Kitty never misses.
Right. So, I mean, again, is it meant to be a counter? I don't know that these are meant to be counters to anything, right? But if you want, I mean, if I wanted to counter Kitty, then heck, I might put Thorns on on Bright and Bloom, then, right? And maybe Reflect. I mean, there are ways to counter it, or maybe put even Affliction on it, right? But that doesn't really fit with Dragon. But again, just flight alone, right, would be fantastic. Whatever else they add would be
bonus on top.
Would be a bonus on top. Yep.
It's an interesting thought. I'm trying to think of like what. Yeah,
it's
actually,
not overpowering either, right? It's not overpowering.
You're right. I all of a sudden I was just like, what if they offer blast, flight and blast? But that might be too much.
Oh my god, yeah. So that's a little. Well, I mean, blast is not terrible, right? Again, with the proper cards, you can now you can mitigate some of that blast. So
the thing is, the meta of the game has expanded significantly to counter a lot of these different things.
Yeah.
So for example, there's Reflection Shield and Scattershot.
Yep.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to them using Blast again because I don't think it's as dominant as it used to be, and there's ways to get around certain things. But
I agree. Yeah. So I mean, just my theory, right? I mean, it could be
Mhm.
totally wrong. We'll know for a fact during when the Earth Summoner gets released, and if it has thorns,
Sure.
then there we go.
All right. Well, I mean, look, I don't, like I said, I'm curious to see how your theory will play out, and maybe we'll come back and revisit
I hope
this.
so, because
Yeah.
I'd like a Mylor-like card to play
Mhm.
with when certain rule sets apply.
Yeah, for sure. All right, hold on. Let's catch up on some of the chat here. So, Blast. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you, Liberty Guy.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Yasik doesn't come out before the end of the series. I'm not prepared. We'll see.
Get
So
prepared. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, next time I'll be in. I like Chaos only, no promo. You know, that's the thing. If we do gold Chaos, I feel like we have to do no promo because Blight is just absolutely broken, and not everybody has a Blight. And especially, here's the thing: if you're not playing in gold regularly, and you need to go rent some cards for gold, which I understand, like, I don't know. Not that Blight is like super expensive to rent, but a gold Dr. Blight can be pretty up there. So I vote for gold too. That'd be great. Evens out the playing field.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Okay, here's my thoughts right now, and I'd like to get community feedback on this, but nothing's decided. I would say that I think I want to do one series in gold, one round in gold, and maybe we do it to even out the playing field where it's like chaos and rewards. So you'll still be able to use the untamed rewards if you have them. Those might be the dominating cards. I'm immediately thinking of like Nightmare or some of the other like really good rewards cards out there from Untamed. But then moving forward, I wonder if we take it back to silver and then chaos.
I mean, either in any event, we've been seeing some really good playing. So I think it'll be entertaining regardless of what the rule set is, right? We have some really good players. So.
Yeah. You know what?
But evening it out, even out the playing field would actually be really good. So I mean, I'm definitely in favor of that.
Okay. So I think the next couple of ones should be. I think the next couple, like we'll do one in gold, and then I was thinking we'd just come back to silver. But now I'm wondering, as much as I don't like the meta, how would you feel about doing one in bronze?
Hey, I mean, yeah. I mean, again, it's super even playing field, right? So now it's really thoughtfulness around placement and card selection, things like that, which can only be a good thing.
So, okay, here's how I'm thinking about the rest of them, because we have 3 more rounds to do. I think we do one in gold chaos.
Yep.
I think one in gold chaos, one in
silver.
One in gold. Well, okay, so one in gold, one then in bronze, maybe chaos.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Or actually, you know what? If we do bronze, we might be able to open it up to untamed or like modern. Because then everybody would have access. Everybody would have access to the starter cards, but I don't know. And then for the last one, we take it back to silver chaos, and maybe don't add the promo.
Yeah, we'll work it out.
Hey, can you give me 1 second? Can you want to go through the questions? I just need to. My brother's calling me. I just want to make sure it's not an emergency.
Yep. All right. So next, same here. I think what happens. This is from Virus. And again, guys, I'm not on the YouTube link, so I just see them from the app. Even more even playing field. That's from Virus. So Icy Flow thinks that water was next. I believe we got the art release for the Earth Summoner, right? So, but again, you could be right. So we'll just have to check that. Max also said, I wish to see some 0 mana summoners as Darkest Night said, but I think they would have some disadvantage to cover its cost. I mean, I think that was just wishful thinking on a 0 mana summoners. I don't know that they would actually do that. But to your point, a disadvantage would be cool. I agree with that. A legendary summoner with thorns plus 2 other abilities would be insane. I agree with that. And who knows? Maybe they won't put the +2, but I think it's going to be thorns. I think that's too good. I think the meta can handle it. So we'll see about that. Flight plus earthquake. Yep, I agree. Death Summoner, -2 speed, cripple, and -2 health. I think that would be outrageous. That's for Gathering the Magic. Anand, phase and backfire for death. Ooh, yes, that would be a really good. That would be some really good abilities. So, but we need a third ability for that, right? So, what would that third ability be? Gathering the Magic. Fiends were under $3 a week or so ago. Now they're 4 to 5. Yeah, so those fiends are fantastic. Remember how good the chickens were, right? So, and chickens, I think they're $30, maybe even higher, 30, $40 right now. So for a 1 BCX one. So if you don't have your fiends, I would recommend at some point getting them before Chaos Legion is sold out. Icy Flow. I don't think they will look to replace other modern summoners, more likely to use some of the alpha beta summoner abilities plus newer abilities. Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? Kelia is a modern summoner with Piers, and now Yasik has Piers, right? So in theory, he's completely obsoleted Kelia. So just think about that. All right, so Reflection Shield is awesome against Blast and Thorns. Would make a great summoner ability. I absolutely agree with that too, and we might see it. And I think the last comment, so it was Eiffel Bridge. Wanted to join the tournament, but I have a huge hangover and slowly coming back to life. I think this is the worst hangover ever. I learned my lesson this time. Don't we always say that? And then Icy Flow responds with a true. Yeah, so I mean, that's Icy Flow. That's what really led to the theory, right? When they did it with Kid Yuff, I said, wow, that's interesting because I would have never expected that. But then looking back at Lorna Shine and then looking at Wraith, it made sense, right? I think Protect is a better version of Divine Shield, at least in my opinion, right? Because you can replace it. So everything all right?
Yeah, everything's good. Sorry about that.
Sweet, no problem.
Appreciate you taking over.
Yep.
Eiffel Bridge saying, I want to join the tournament, but I have a huge hangover. I'm slowly coming back to life. Well, I hope the hangover was worth it. I hope you had an awesome night.
Yeah. A lot of that going around, right?
Yes. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm just Quick, he is back. Stop talking about him.
Nice.
You guys are funny.
Yeah. So I mean, the funny part is, you and I have been talking about Splinterlands, man, for 6 months now. Like, there's always so much to talk about. Think about how hard the team is working on really creating this game. I'm a consumer of everything Splinterlands. And what was it? I think it was Crypto Stash, right? Mm-hmm. He did a ranking, and he does rankings periodically of the top 10, top 20 games, and Splinterlands has been ranked pretty high, right? And one of the things they always say is they get tokenomics right. It's a fun game to play. I mean, I play every day since 2020. Right. I mean, there are tons of games that I have, but I'm always reaching for this one first. And there's always so much to discuss. Right. The team is working real hard, and I'm still, challenged by trying to pick a better game, a better Web3 game out there. Right. I can't find anything. Right. That's ready to go and has had, the development that Splinterlands has had. So
what excites me about the next couple of months with Splinterlands, and actually I shouldn't even say Splinterlands, but kind of like this stream and our conversation when we get into is, there's so much cool stuff happening with Splinterlands, but I think you and I are equally hyped about GLS.
Oh, absolutely.
And if we can, now that the Splinterlands tournament is over, if we can just turn our attention over there, because I know not everybody's excited, but I want to know who here is excited, because you can bet, and I'm sorry if you're not excited about the game, but you can bet that we're probably going to be covering a lot of GLS stuff here too. So there's like this whole new game that we're excited about. And unless it's like a major flop, right?
Right.
That you and I will just be like, meh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll probably be in it, and it'll be fun to just kind of almost feel like, I wasn't there when Splinter first came around, or I wasn't there like
Sure.
2-3 years ago when all of a sudden these new features started coming in. We're at a place now we're getting new features all the time, but we didn't get to discover the game from its kind of like infancy and watch it grow. Where we'll be able to do that with GLS, and I think watching GLS grow will probably be a lot faster than watching Splinterlands grow when it first started, just because the team is much more, or much bigger, I should say. So are you thinking through that? Because I'm just thinking, like, in the next couple of months, if gameplay actually goes live in October, or maybe after October, that could be fun. Where we could be having soccer tournaments here, or sorry, football tournaments.
Yeah, I hope that they release some of the assets during Splinterfest, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see some of the card art. I mean, if it is even going to be cards, right? We don't know what those NFTs are even going to look like. So
Okay.
I'm just excited to see something new. The value of SPS should rise, around the same time.
Yeah.
We're going to get some airdrops, right? And heck, if you don't like the game, just sell the assets and trade them for Splinterlands assets, right? It's going to be. I think it's going to be our time, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, because I'm out there testing like a bunch of different games, and so if it is as good as Splinterlands, and when I say as good, I'm talking about the gameplay is interesting and diverse enough, right? There's a diversity of rule sets, diversity of cards, diversity of abilities, which with soccer could look completely different. But if they do it in a way where it's still interesting and makes sense and the game doesn't get stale, then I think that'd be great. But also, I'm curious to see like what the esports situation will be like, what the integration with MLS, or maybe like FIFA with World Cup happening. Like, there's a lot that could. There's a lot that excites me about it, and there's a lot they have to get right. But
so here's my thought, right? I mean, and again, you mentioned this earlier. You play fantasy football. I played fantasy football. It is super addictive, right?
Yeah.
Like ridiculous. So imagine just filling up a roster with cards, right? And just playing a mock game.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I mean, it's an auto battler. There's not really much you can do. Pick your right cards. The computer generates the game, and either you win or you lose.
Yeah.
Quick. Let's keep going. And I think that'll be super cool. Right? Imagine watching a game and you're sitting on the couch. Somebody, has their, it's a mobile game, right? And you're sitting there watching the World Cup, and you're also challenging your buddies, either in the same room or across the planet, right? To, mock football battles. I think that'll be awesome.
You know what? Okay. And I know Iceflow made a good comment here saying, I think you're hoping for too much from the alpha version. It's going to take time.
Sure. Absolutely.
I totally understand that. But there are certain elements in which I think it could quickly not surpass Splinterlands, but I think there's like I keep going back to that announcement town hall where Hardpoint was talking about them having features in sorry, I'm talking so slow. Them having features in GLS that they would want to roll back into Splinterlands, and they can only do that because doing that in Splinterlands right now is like a major overhaul to a very complex system. Whereas when you're building something from scratch, you can enter that in. And one of the big things that I really think, in order to mitigate a lot of the bot situation, right? Because people are still concerned about the bot situation in Splinterlands. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that that's kind of what it is. But if you have this new game that is a partnership with a major, sports league and potential audience of a lot, the last thing you want is for that game to be dominated by you want it to be dominated by people. Right?
Absolutely.
That's what you want, because
passion for it.
There is such a huge audience for soccer/football around the world. So I'm thinking, because I know this, I think he said like they want this to be, short games, so 3-5 minutes. But imagine if the entire thing is turn-based with multiple turns. So it's like you got to be there, right? But it's not as much of an auto battler as Splinterlands is.
Right.
So all of a sudden it's just like, maybe it's like 20 turns, but in each turn you got to do something. But the game doesn't go more than 5 minutes.
Right. which is quick games that you can do while you do something else. And again, I always talk about affinity, right?
Hmm.
Certain people have affinity for certain types of games,
Yeah.
but a game is a game, right? Some people like tower defense games. Some people like sports games. Some people like card games. Some people like RPGs, right?
Hmm.
It really depends on the type of game that you have. This is just one more app that Splinterlands will have in its toolbox, right? And again, it
Yeah.
won't be for everybody, right? There are some people that look at Splinterlands and like, I don't want to play that, right? It's too complex
Yeah.
and it's too difficult to master. And there have been many people over the years that have paid their $10 and just say, "Hey, I don't get it. Right? It's too
Hmm.
hard." Right? I would hope that they would make this one a little bit more easy to get mass appeal,
Yeah.
right? And really just drive our value of our assets that we currently have. Again, either we'll jump in or we won't. It's not for us. It may not be for us, right?
Yeah.
But I think they should definitely take advantage of it and really grow the value of our assets. And I think this will do that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm feeling very hyped about it because this team has 4 years of experience, but more importantly, 4 years of lessons learned,
Yep.
right? Like what are the things that the
Oh
community
yeah.
complains about? What are the things that they feel like they got wrong? So not to say that it's going to be perfect by any means, but
Yeah.
I want to see what that experience looks like. Where it's just like if Splinterlands was launched today, what would it look like,
Yeah.
right? Like, and it's just like, okay, well, we can kind of see that on an adjacent platform.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm optimistic about it, right? And again, my core gaming experience is going to be Splinterlands.
Mhm.
I think we all know that, right?
Yeah.
This is a Splinterland stream, right? But I would say relative to the value and growth of access, and heck, just even talking about the airdrops that we get, right?
Mhm.
That's going to be crazy right there, right? The first time you get a legendary or the equivalent of a legendary player, right? I mean, that's gonna be big.
Yeah, agreed. So Anna's asking here, do you guys use car rental services? If yes, what do you use?
Um,
I do. I use the Rent Golem or Splex, and I'm very hands off to a point where I feel like it's to my detriment because I like the idea of just like sending cards to this account, and that's kind of what my alts are doing right now. It's like if I have an extra of like a reward card or something, then I literally just send it there and I let Splex do its thing. But the thing is, I keep seeing really good rental like returns from all of like all the people in map chat, and especially like Gene, who's like part of the team. And then I go and I check my rent golem like thing, just the overview. I'm just like, I'm getting garbage. Like, what am I doing wrong? Because I don't know if they're just not giving giving my account any love. I don't know what's going on. But like, I used to get a lot more, and now I go in and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not earning that much EZ from it. So maybe we'll
hey,
try Splinter Rinse.
hey, speaking of garbage, how are your end of season rewards?
Oh, they were awful. I mean, I did a whole stream on
S-
that.
Same
And it
garbage.
wasn't just me, it was
Oh
everybody.
no, it's
There were maybe
horrible.
a couple people here that had it. So I know you and I talked, and you said that merit nerf was huge in terms of
Oh yeah,
value.
yeah, it was a stealth nerf for sure. But here's the other thing, right? Remember at the beginning when people were saying, "Hey, 600,000
DC.
DC and 200,000 and we haven't seen any of those. I haven't seen anything over really 1,000. I haven't seen 1,000 in a while, right? So
Yeah.
either, and now this is again conspiracy theory. That was in the absence of the bots, right? Because they
Mhm.
weren't able to adjust. So that pool was much larger. Now that they're back, are they consuming a lot of the reward pool yet?
Yeah. I
Because
I
that would be
I
a
think
very
so.
interesting. Yeah.
I think so. And actually, we have started to see the daily active players tick up a bit. So let me go ahead and pull this up here. Um, oh, it logged me out, but we don't need that. We can just go to dashboard. So we can see that we're up to 174,000. So when you think about where we were right after the start of rank rewards,
Yep.
like after the craziness had settled down, we were in that kind of like 130s range
Hmm.
for a while, or at least I feel like we were. Yeah, see, like 130, 140.
So basically by half. We cut our daily average players by half.
Okay, maybe I'm having false memory. Oh, so here's where we were, where it was like 138, like, kind of consistently in the 130s.
Mhm.
So I think over the last couple of months since June, we have seen bot networks adjust and come back
Okay.
online.
Yep.
And sure, I'm sure there's many new players coming in too, but not in the tens of thousands.
Right. So anyway, it's just I mean, there's something there, right? Either we did get stealth nerfed, right, with
Yeah.
the merits, which I don't know how I feel about that, but now with DEC being much more rare,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been nice to get one of those last hits for 100,000 DEC. That would have been great.
Yeah.
But no more.
No more. All right. So Anna's saying just don't want to sell them before DEC stabilizes and hopefully cards catch up.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't play the rental game anymore when it comes to cards. Like everything that goes in there is all extra stuff. So I don't like cards as investments, and I think I've said this multiple times. Maybe and people know that I'm emotional about that because I got burned with the O'Shaughnessy's, but that does come from a logical place. I'm not saying that you can't make money off of it, and I'm not saying that people aren't making money off of it, but when it comes to like investments, I play with the cards. So I don't invest in them anymore.
O'Shaughnessy is, I mean, a year from now, it might be, you might double your money, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. I just know that O'Shaughnessy's are great cards, right? And and you will need them, I think, a year from now, right? New players will be looking for those cards.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. All right, so Virus is saying, I wonder if you were to go back to people that started SPL, if it was mainly bear market atmosphere. They launched in 2018, which was bear market. Actually, the thing is, here's the deal, right? And this is, I kind of feel like we're headed for the same thing. I know everybody's feeling like very rally, bear market rally and like, oh, SPS could like do stuff, but SPS launched in May of 2018. Okay. Now, I was involved in crypto back then, but I was starting to check out around that time because if you remember, we had that major run up in Bitcoin, major run up in Ethereum, everything peaked out, and then January of 2018, like everything started crashing, right?
Yep.
That was the end of the altcoin season after Bitcoin, I think, topped in 20. In
Which
December,
we all knew was coming, right? We all predicted that.
Well, here's the thing, right? But throughout the rest of that year, everybody, the sentiment is very similar to now, where it's just like, there might be one more run. Like what happens if Bitcoin goes up, right? Whereas what ended up happening is we would have massive like leg down. Like it went from like 17 to 12, 12 to 10, 10 to 8, right? It's different from today, but we bottomed out in December at like 3,500. And so people are looking at this and saying, well, the macro situation is different, which it is, right? But I feel like it's different to the downside because of supply chain issues, all this stuff. So I don't know that we get that crazy rally. I mean, maybe. And I don't know how much that affects Splinterlands.
Nobody knows, right? At the end of the day, nobody really knows what the outcome is going to be, right? And I think each individual has to do their own research and figure out for themselves what their tolerance for investment is, right? And that's what you have to do, right? We don't know what's going to happen.
Agreed.
And you could buy something today and it 10x's tomorrow, and then it crashes right back down by 90%. And that all those things can happen. And again, we can all have theories and ideas and predictions, but the reality is we're going to be wrong on most of them.
Sure, yeah.
So,
guys, we don't know what we're talking about here. So this is not financial advice. This is just
not at all.
we're talking about a game.
Yep, exactly. The game.
Penny's in the house. 2:15 a.m. here. I had SPL on the brain and couldn't sleep. Well, we welcome you.
Get some rest.
I know we're about 10 minutes behind on chat, so let's try to catch up here. I'm wondering if people should be prepared for initial dump, but not get too discouraged about its future. Definitely, it's going to happen. If you look at the chart for SPS, like it pumped all the way up to like $1 something. I think its all-time high is actually from right after the airdrop began, like late July, and then it dumped for the longest time. So I can see that happening. I'm telling you right now, when I get free stuff in another game, which is unproven, I will be dumping it too. Not all of it, because I do want to play in the game, but I'm telling you that with the amount of SPS that I have right now, which isn't insignificant, I'm not a whale, but whatever I get, I kind of want to go buy some ice cream with some of that money, right? So, or better yet, I might want to bring some of that back into Splinterlands.
Yep, absolutely.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a dump. I will probably treat an airdrop like SPS and figure I got it for free. Just hold on to it. Many people will probably look at it that way too. So Penny's saying all help Splex. Okay, hold on. Let me clarify, because I don't want. I know my previous comments on Splex make it sound like I hate them. I don't. I really enjoy their service. So I'm using it right now. I'm just saying my rents aren't as high as they used to be, and I don't know why. So because I feel like if anything, the rental market has gotten better, and it's literally the same cars that have been in there. So I don't know. I'm using them now. If you use Splinter rents, though, I am curious to know what your experience has been, because I've just heard of them, but I haven't dabbled with it because, like I said, I'm lazy. Once I get something set up, I don't want to go back and change it.
Yeah.
Don't play or do financial things right before your bed. Too much hype for your brain. 3 accounts, got $1.25 and 100 in chest. Oof.
Yep.
Garbage EOS. So everybody's agreeing with you, the garbage EOS.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll look at that, right? But again, it won't really matter, because we're about to change again, right? We're about to go to rank rewards, right? So I'm sure they'll do an adjustment.
I mean, it might. What am I trying to say here? It might not. I mean, it might have been exactly what they wanted. So
maybe
just something to think about. All right, Wild Gathering, that's sick. All right, so hold on. There are too many theories right now about nerf. That's it. It really should be true. I haven't seen any 2,000 plus DEC in any stream.
That's exactly what I was saying. Exactly right.
I've seen tons of people saying the same thing, and it's my experience as well. No DEC pulls over. That's crazy. It's not to make money off them. It's just not to lose. Buy more packs. Okay, interesting. I would hate to be that guy, but I got a gold chest with over 4K DC. All right, there you go. Well,
okay, that's good.
Randy's got some love. Not excited with GLS right now, but I'm being more excited with SPL by watching your channel. So just go for it. Yeah. Cool.
I mean, again, it's just another form of entertainment, right? Again, it may not be for everybody, right? I mean, play what you like.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Anna's saying, well, I did not get once over 1K all last season, plus EOS and gold. Yeah. Okay, so now that the EC won't be in chests after Tuesday, how do you think that will affect bots? I think, okay, I'm gonna post a video on this probably later, just because I've been thinking about it. I worry that another boom in the market because of SPS going up in value is going to bring in more bots.
Oh yeah,
it's going to bring in more people, but it's going to bring in more bots. Because keep in mind, right now, to play ranked battles, what they showed on the prices just yesterday was an increase of 7x in terms of the amount that's paid out. Right, we're going to go from roughly $9,000 paid out per month to $63,000.
Crazy.
That's with SPS sitting at roughly 6 cents.
Yep.
Okay, if for any reason, right? If for any reason we go and do multiples on SPS and all of a sudden SPS is sitting at like 20, 24, 25 cents, we're paying $200,000 out in rewards compared to 9,000 over the summer. Yep. So don't tell me that anybody who can find the value to run bots isn't going to do it.
Yeah, it's going to go crazy, right? So, and here's the thing, right? You're getting SPS, which they just put on an exchange. Like 2-3 weeks ago. That's real crypto that can immediately be, converted to something else or sold and cashed out, right? So yeah, no, I think this is going to be huge. Not financial advice. We can't predict what's going to really happen, but this is real money for playing a game.
I agree. Darkest Night, I'm going to have to hop off here in a couple of minutes, most likely. So I don't know if there's any... Hold on, wait, let's catch up on the chat real quick. And then if anybody wants to throw final questions, and then I'll throw it to you for a little closing out. Oshana's one of the best cards in the game. I agree. True that. Countess are must-haves. If you don't have Max Harkle on Oshana's, what are you doing?
Yes, I agree with that.
I'm not surprised with the SPS dump. I'm more surprised with the DEC pump than I am the SPS dump. But I think it might be a good opportunity. We'll see. I don't think SPS will go up much. Looks like a long accumulation period coming. Interesting. Didn't we just get out of a long accumulation period? But yes, we'll get more bots. Okay, so but bots can't get SPS because they can't rank cards to get focus points. This will be an interesting thing. I wonder what happens to DEC and how. I know this can probably get coded in because these bots are super, complex and complicated, and the code is probably not that difficult to write. But if the bots can go and rent, the bots can probably go and buy some DEC off the market too, can't they?
Yeah, of course.
So, but it will slow down the bots a little bit, but we shall see.
But my understanding is, in order to even get rewards, you have to have staked SPS, right? Is that not true? I thought
Not
that was
yet.
not yet. So yeah, so that, I mean, which is the thing we've been saying, right, for a long time, right? You limit your rewards by how much staked SPS you have, and get rid of ECR, right? And now your people can play as much as they want because they've staked into the project. So
I agree. I think ultimately, though, the good thing is that most players, hopefully, even though they're earning from this, will be less incentivized to just go sell right off because it's going to be staked, right? So
absolutely, yep.
We'll see. All right. Any closing thoughts for you? Yeah. Thoughts on the tournament? Thoughts on?
Oh, it was great. I mean, I always have a good time, when we're, talking Splinterlands on a Sunday, drinking some coffee. Pretty good thing. The community is fantastic. So
absolutely,
yeah, no issues at all.
Awesome. All right. Let's see. A couple more thoughts here. Other possibilities: SPS will be going lower as it's given out like candy again. I agree. I was bearish on SPS for a while. But the staking thing made me change my mind. The GLS thing is changing my mind. Rift Watcher is potentially changing my mind. But don't get me wrong. I would love for Gang to be right and we get a 50-cent SPS.
Heck yeah, man.
But I don't know. I can't see it. Darkest Night immediately think of EOS rewards when you heard the word garbage.
I did. Garbage, trash.
All that self pressure that's on DEC will now be on SPS. Fair enough. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be sending out the packs shortly. If I can't do it right after the stream because I got to run, I will do it by the end of the day. So please be patient, and I will make sure that we post the results with the new order of where things are at afterwards. But as of now, I think let's plan to do round 3 next week. I'll post a poll just to see where people are at. But we're gonna try. I'm just being honest. I think I want to try and limit Untamed as much as possible now because it dominated the tournament. And as somebody that doesn't have these cards or rent them, like I understand how it goes. So it was fun to do it for one round, and I wanted to do it for one round, and we did. And we'll see where this goes now. But we may go up to gold, may go down to bronze, but we'll have some fun and then see where things go. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of your day. I will catch up with you all soon, and I'll be back Tuesday.